Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and welcome back. If you've practiced with me before, today's class is a 60-minute class and it's part of the Body Focus series. This week we're focusing on the shoulders and it's a combination of Vinyasa flow, so you can move intentionally with your breath, but I've also included some mobility work and yoga conditioning for the shoulders, really targeting those smaller muscles that support and stabilise your shoulder joints. So it'll offer a nice big release in the larger musculature around your shoulder girdle and also promote functional strength in and around the joints. And for practice, you'll need a blanket or something similar, something that you can roll up, and a block. Could be a yoga block or, again, something similar, same dimensions. I really hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for joining. Namaste.
And begin your practice by rolling your blanket into a sausage, placing it horizontally across your mat, and then laying back over the rolled blanket and positioning it at the bottom of your shoulder blade tips. Extend your legs out long, your arms wide, palms up in the shape of Shavasana. Nestle and settle in. Smooth the skin of your back body so you don't feel puckered or uneven through your upper back and the back of your hips. Aligning yourself into a straight line and inviting your spine to curve. So there's a little trough through the back of your neck. Your chest is lifted. And gently closing down the eyes, or take a soft open gaze if that feels best. And take a few moments to check in. A few deep breaths here to arrive. Notice your energy level, your physical body, any areas of your body that you know you might need to take a little bit more care of today as you move. And sense if you feel calm and settled, or if your mind is full. No right or wrong. Just prompting yourself to move from a place of presence. Our practice offers us this time to really acknowledge ourselves and move from this place of awareness and presence. Grazing the back of your hands now along the floor, raise your arms up to the height of your shoulders, bend the elbows into a cactus shape. Make contact with your breath. Breathe in deeply, feel your belly, your ribs, your chest. And exhale completely, softening the back of your arms, your shoulders, and let the weight of your skull rest a little heavier. And as you endeavour to breathe deeply, start the process of reuniting with yourself, coming home, away from all your distractions, and into your body, into your breath. Sensing a softening across your chest, the front of your neck, your jaw. And take one more deep breath in and out. Gently blink the eyes open. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, slide your fingers up toward one another overhead. And then on an inhale, straighten your arms out to a T at shoulder height. Your palms will be face up. And on an exhale, give yourself a hug. Cross your right arm over your left, across your chest, wrap your fingers around to your shoulder blades. And we'll do that sequence a few more times. On your inhale, flare your arms into a cactus shape. Exhale, slide the fingers toward each other overhead. Inhale, arms out wide to a T shape. Exhale and hug. Cross your left arm over your right now. Twice more. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, fingers slide up to touch overhead. Reach up a little taller. Inhale, arms wide at shoulder height. And exhale, cross your right arm over your left and hug. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, slide the back of your hands up, fingers to touch. Inhale, expand, arms wide open. Exhale and hug in, left arm over your right. And then just release your arms. And interlace your fingers behind the back of your head now. So here, let your inner elbows recede back. And from this position, we're going to roll up and twist and then recline back. So if you're still working on your core strength, bend your knees a touch, rest and dig your heels into the mat, raise and flex your toes. And with your elbows resting back, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, curl up part way, lift your head and your shoulders. Take another breath in. Point the elbows forward and exhale all the air out of your lungs. Lift up all the way up to sit or as far as you're comfortable. Then take the elbows wide, spine tall. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, point the elbows forward. Chin toward your chest, C-curve the spine and lower all the way back down, laying each vertebra down incrementally. Then rest your inner elbows back completely. Again, breathing in. Exhale, curl up, shoulders and head lift. Take another breath. And exhale, come all the way up or just part of the way up. Sit low, sit tall into your low back. And then exhale, twist to your left now. Inhale, center. Exhale, elbows forward. Chin to chest and then just slowly lower. C-curve your spine. Land and open your elbows out wide. We'll do two more like that, just coming up as far as you can. Inhale. Exhale, halfway up. Inhale. Exhale, all the way up. Lift and twist to your right. Back to center. Elbows forward and lower. Releasing the elbows out wide when you land. Last one here, slow and deliberate in your own time. And the completeness of your exhale here really helps to recruit and engage all four sides of your waist in for support. And your corresponding inhale can be full and tall before you twist. And then we're going to return all the way back down onto our backs, over the blanket. And release your arms, bend the knees, feet to the floor and just roll out to your side. We'll make our way onto all fours, tabletop. You can shift the blanket out of the way and then now take your block and have it close by, top of the mat. So you're going to place your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and concentrate here on keeping both the pelvis and the mid-back stable. We're going to zoom in on the shoulders first and then flow a little through the length of our spine. So start by pushing the hands into the mat and dome your upper back. Feel the shoulder blades spread, your arms strong like posts. Now focus just on the upper torso here. Retract your shoulder blades, let them merge together toward your spine and feel your chest sink. Now go between the two at the pace of your slowest breath. Now glide into a full range cat and cow. Invite your mid, your lower back, your pelvis to join in, arching and rounding the spine. And the mobility of our shoulders or restrictions we may feel will affect the mobility and range of all the surrounding musculature, including your spine and even how we walk. And taking the shoulders through their full range regularly will not only offer a feeling of freedom across your chest and your breath, but it'll prevent compensatory patterns in the rest of your body. I'm going to come back to center now. Keep your hips balanced over your knees. Center your left hand and place your right hand on top of your left hand. And as you exhale here, gently drop your hips back toward your buttocks. Just pause. You can let your head drop between your arms so you're looking down. And then glide up, return to all fours and change. Left hand on top. And then lean back toward your child's pose. Just notice how you feel left to right side here, up through the arms and into the shoulders. And return to all fours. You're going to grab your block and place it off the right side of your yoga mat. Then step out to your plank pose. So pause and stabilise your form here. Your thighs firm, your glutes squeezing, abdominals contracted. Just stabilise and align your hips and your low back. So if you'd like to modify knees to the floor, concentrate on pushing the floor away, turning your elbow pits forward and just doming your upper back. Same time, allow the shoulder blades to glide down. Like you're trying to slip the right shoulder blade into your back left pocket and your left into your right back pocket. Now take the gaze forward, chest open. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, drop the knees to the floor and shift back into a child's pose. Just pause for a few breaths. And it's so important to maintain a stable form in your planks and when you're moving through your push-ups in a Vinyasa style practice. The shoulder girdle is a complex, very mobile part of your body that requires stability and strength, especially when you're weight bearing on the arms. So it's a really good idea to target your stabilizing muscles from different angles. And that's where we're going now. So we're going to return up to all fours and place your block or the book that you might have under your right hand and your left hand down to the mat. So you may want to try this with your knees to the floor, but if you're feeling strong, take full plank. These are called uneven push-ups and they strengthen the connective tissue and muscles that support your shoulder joint. If you're still working on your core strength and your upper body strength, ditch the block and follow along, just knees to the floor, regular push-up. So stabilizing your shoulders here as we did in plank. On an exhale, bring your chest forward and lower halfway into a push-up and then press back up. Keep going here. We've got 4 more on this side. Chest open, front of the shoulders lifted so they don't sag forward. And then release. Take the block to the left side of your mat. Sit back on your heels for a few breaths. And this uneven version offers a broader range of motion and it allows you to work out more muscle groups and you also encounter more resistance as you try to maintain your body balance. So it's very helpful, all good stuff. So we're going to go over to the second side now. Remember to keep your elbows pointing back, your eyes forward. So you're going to stack your bones there, elbows over the wrist. Left hand to the block. Step out to plank, knees or no knees, and then lift and lower. Just got 5 here. So even if you lower just partially down, move with integrity. And then release, take the knees to the floor and your block to one side, rest back on your heels. And this variable loading of the shoulders is also great because it offers a new stimulus for both the tissues in the whole shoulder and our nervous system to adapt to. So it's very helpful. So from here we're going to return to all fours and lower now to your belly. So we've got one more drill for the shoulders. We're going to take them through their full range of motion before we flow. And this locust flow is a really helpful one for strengthening those smaller muscles that support your shoulder joints, the ones that are really close to your skeleton. So we're going to lie prone here, rest your forehead to the mat, and your forehead's going to stay on the mat through the whole sequence. Interlace your hands behind the back of your head and rest your elbows forward to the floor. Navel draws in, toes stretch back, legs strong. On your inhale, raise the elbows from the floor, squeezing the shoulder blades. Exhale, lift the hands up away from the back of your head. From this position, keep the elbows this height and extend your arms forward into Superman arms. Thumbs up. And then reach your arms, swim them back alongside your body. Then bend your elbows. Touch your fingertips together. And then rest your hands to low back. On an exhale, rest your elbows down to the floor. And we'll reverse. Raise the elbows. Lift your hands an inch from your back. Straighten your arms back. And then swim your arms forward. Superman arms. Bend your elbows. Take your hands, hover them right above the back of your head. Elbows stay lifted. Then place your hands down. And then relax your elbows forward to the floor. We've got one more round here. You can really feel that warming up through the shoulders. Nice slow movements, which are great for these smaller muscles. Inhale, raise the elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, lift the hands away from the back of your head. Extend your arms forward. Superman arms. And then circle and reach the arms back alongside your body. As you go, bend the elbows, bring the fingertips toward each other, hover above your low back, and then rest your hands to your low back. On an exhale, rest your elbows down toward the floor. Reversing, last one, raise the elbows, lift your hands away from your low back, straighten your arms back, and then swim your arms forward. Try and keep them nice and high there, Superman arms. Hands to the back of your head, bending the elbows, and then relax the elbows down to the floor. And then release the hands. Just take the next few breaths to make your way back into a child's pose. Knees wide or narrow. And offer a few deep breaths into the back of your lungs, letting your exhale spill into a relaxed belly. And then when you're ready, gliding up onto all fours, tabletop, pressing back into downward facing dog. Just take about 5 breaths to pedal your heels, sway your hips, ease your way into this shape. Notice how your shoulders feel. And as you plant your hands down into the mat, without actually moving your fingers or your hands, get the feeling that you're dialing your fingers in toward each other, and just notice what that does throughout your shoulder and your upper back. And see if you can get a little bit more broadness there. And then just settle in. 2 more breaths. And we're going to flow and move now with some whole body movement, breathing in, gaze forward between the hands, And then travel lightly to the top of your mat. Space your feet, hips distance apart, and just hang easy forward fold here. Big bend in the knees, hold on to opposite elbow tips, and then just gently walk your torso down your thighs. Let your head hang heavy, your spine release. And then relax your arms down, hands to the floor, hang in ragdoll. And then on a long inhale, slowly rise up. Come all the way to stand, reach your arms overhead. And take your prayer hands to your heart. Next breath in, come into chair pose, Utkatasana, bend the knees, reach your arms. And on an exhale, bend your elbows and goalpost your arms. Squeeze through your upper back. Now backstroke your arms behind you, interlace your fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward. And on an exhale, forward fold, reaching the knuckles away from your hips. Keep your hands interlaced, a bend in your knees, take a halfway lift. Reach the knuckles back. And exhale, forward fold once more. Inhale, release your hands to your shins, take a halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back, drop your right knee to the floor, low lunge. Reach your arms overhead. And then just pause for a moment. Firm and stabilise your right hip, pressing the right sit bone forward. And get that feeling that you're a little bit more neutral through your spine and pelvis. On your in-breath, prayer hands, and then fold the prayer hands behind the back of your head. Lift your gaze, press your elbows forward. Next in-breath, return your arms overhead, neutralize your spine, grow long. Exhale, backstroke your arms, circle them down and around. Take your hands to the top of the mat and step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in deeply. Exhale completely. Next breath in, come forward to your high push-up, pause. We're going to stay here for a breath or two. Establish an integrity in this shape. See if you can widen the architecture of your upper back. Same time, push the floor away with your hands. And then sense your belly firm, lowering halfway to the floor. We're going to hold here. Knees can touch down for support if you need to. Concentrate on keeping the shoulder blades broad, collarbones wide, and then release all the way down to your belly. Tense your fingers, walk your hands off the side edges of your mat. Point the elbows up and flow 3 times through Cobra with your breath. And inhale to lift, to press the shoulder blades, and exhale to flow down. Breathing in and breathing out, keeping a comfortable arch through your back. Breathing in and exhale. Stay with me here, hands by your lowest ribs. We're going to press back up to a plank pose, knees or no knees, and then hips up and back. Downward facing dog. We'll keep it flowing. On your inhale, raise your right leg up and back. Exhale, go knee to nose and step up, low lunge. Left knee touches down. Raise your arms on your inhale, press your palms. Exhale, prayer hands to the nape of your neck, elbows up, armpits forward. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, backstroke your arms. And this time, frame out your right foot, come into pyramid pose. Raise your left knee, straighten your legs, and forward fold. Take a full cycle of breath. Just be on the balls of your left toes there. Rebend your right knee, look forward. Step up, top of the mat. Open and fold with your breath. Inhale, rise up through chair, bent knees, stand tall. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart center. Another round, left side now. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, goal post your arms. Just glide in your body, squeeze the shoulder blades. Swim the hands behind the back, interlace your fingers. Breathing in, lengthen your sternum forward. Exhale and fold over your legs. Keep your hands in a knot, knees bent, lift up halfway. Exhale and refold over your legs. Release your hands to your shins. Extend the low, middle, upper back. Exhale, step your left foot back, left knee to the floor, low lunge. Inhale, arms sweep up. Press your palms. Exhale, hands to the nape of your neck. Inhale, grow long, arms reach. Exhale, sweep the arms back and round down to the floor. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward, plank pose now. Stabilise your shape, sense the shoulder blades broad. Exhale, lower halfway, no rush, chaturanga, shoulder heads lift. Feel for that same broadness. On an exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. 3 rounds of cobra, flowing with your breath, fluid and deliberate movement, overlapping your breath. And on your exhale, press back through plank if you can, on your knees or no knees, and then downward facing dog. On your inhale, raise your left leg up and back, down dog splits. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step up to your hands, low lunge. Reach your arms, press your palms. Exhale, hands to the nape of your neck, elbows up. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, swim your arms back, down and round. Frame out your left foot, pyramid pose. Raise your right knee, lift the hips, work towards straightening your legs. Fold in, take a full cycle of breath. Inhale, lunge forward, look forward. Exhale, step up to the top of your mat. Open and fold with your breath. Inhale, rise through chair, press all the way to stand, coming up softly. And then rest your hands to your heart center. One more full cycle, right and left. Less pausing, more flow. Find your rhythm now. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, goal post your arms. Wind the hands back. Interlace your fingers, breath in. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway, knees stay bent. Exhale, refold over your legs. Release the hands to your shins, halfway lift, lengthen your waist. Exhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Push down through your feet, rise up, arms by your ears, press your palms. Exhale, bend the elbows, hands to the back of your head. Inhale, stretch your arms high. Exhale, backstroke your arms. Frame out your left foot, stepping back quietly, downward facing dog. Inhale, high push up, flow forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Your choice now. Come into upward dog or take cobra. One breath here. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your in-breath, raise your right leg up and back. On your exhale, step up your low lunge, left knee softly down. Inhale, raise your arms, press your palms, hands to the back of your head. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle your arms back and down. Hands to the floor, pick up the left knee, straighten both legs, pyramid. Fold in on your exhale. Rebend your right knee, lunge, look forward. Exhale and step up. Open on your in-breath. Fold on your out-breath. Bend your knees, rise slow, come up softly, all the way to stand. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart center. Final side, left side now, then a rest. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, goal post your arms. Hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Take a breath in, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. And refold with your out breath. Inhale, hands to your shins, extend. Exhale, step the left foot back, low lunge. Inhale, arms sweep high, press your palms. Exhale, fingers graze the back of your neck. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, sweep your arms back, wide circle down to the floor. Stepping back, downward facing dog. You can pause and rest here if you'd like to do less. Otherwise, inhale, forward plank pose, shoulder blades broad. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra, your choice. And downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg up. Exhale, step up, low lunge. Reach your arms. Press your palms. Exhale, bend the elbows, prayer hands to the back of your neck. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, circle your arms back. Frame out your left foot, pyramid pose. Raise the hips to straight legs or within your range of motion. Just fold in. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, stepping up, top of your mat. Breathe a deep breath in, open your chest, your throat, look forward. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, bent knees, rise through chair, press all the way to stand. And then rest your hands to your heart center. Take a few moments to pause. Take a breather. Feel free to roll your shoulders. Just find a soft gaze. Steady posture. On your next breath in, Utkatasana, chair pose. Stay for your exhale. On your inhale, reach the arms nice and tall. And then exhale, lower your arms to shoulder height, preparing for Eagle Garudasana. Balance on your right foot. Lift and wrap your left leg over your right leg, sitting low. Create a shelf with your right thigh. Then glue your inner thighs together, wrap the arms. Right arm over, left arm under. Once you have your balance, lift your elbows. Gently try to pull the elbows slightly apart and see if that gives you a little bit more space across the collarbones and neck. Folding forward with an exhale if you're steady. On an inhale, keep the arms low, rise up, unravel, single leg mountain, raise your left knee toward your chest and take your prayer hands to the center of your chest. Just slow and steady now, stepping back into warrior one. Ground and weave your left heel into the mat, stagger your feet and keep this firm foundation now. Reach your arms forward. Turn your palms to face out and cross your wrist, right hand over your left. Then actively press your palms so you feel an engagement all the way up your arms to your shoulders. Now start to raise your arms, pausing anywhere between here and overhead when you find your range. Focus on widening the space between your shoulder blades. Take 2 more deep breaths. On your exhale, open out, warrior two. Lengthen your stride. Center your torso, and it's now facing the long edge of your mat. Feel proud across your chest through the reach of your arms, both arms engaged. From here, turn your palms to face up. So you're externally rotating your shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades glide down your spine. Lunge a little deeper. Keep the legs where they are. Take a half bind. Left hand behind your back, internally rotating your left shoulder now. Left hand can find the small of your back or your inner right thigh. Keep the legs where they are. On an inhale, hold your bind. Reverse your warrior. Right arm reaches up and back. And exhale, return to your warrior two. Both arms out wide. We'll go over to the other side now. Make a fist with your right hand and take the fist to the lower right side of your back. And then from here, hinge to your right for side angle variation. So 2 options here. You can hook your right elbow to the inner right knee, if that's possible, available. Reach the left arm up toward the ceiling. If not, you can modify right elbow tip to the top of your right thigh. Just keep guiding your right knee forward there so it doesn't roll in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, return, warrior two, arms go wide. On your inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms overhead, and then just shorten your stance a little. We're going to prepare for triangle. Bend your right elbow for cow face arms. Swim your right hand down your spine. Either take a full bind here or left hand to the top of your right elbow. Lean your skull back now into your forearm. Reach and extend your right elbow up. And then come into triangle variation. You may wish to just shorten your stance and come down a little less. Hinge out over the midline of your right leg. It's a little stronger for your core here. So spread the effort through your lower body, feet pressed, thighs engaged, abdominal core nice and strong. And then release your bind, reach your arms forward now, out on this diagonal. Take one last breath. And release, eyes down, hands to your mat, and step back, downward facing dog. Well done. Take a full cycle of breath. Pause here. And then flow. Come through your high push-up, low push-up. Conscious of your form, inhale, upward dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Empty the lungs completely. Make space for a new breath. And take 5 more rounds of breath here. Next breath in. Take the gaze forward, end of your exhale. Travel lightly to the top of your mat. Open and fold with your breath. Root down, rise tall, come all the way to stand. And to exhale, hands to prayer at your heart, Tadasana. Just space your feet a smidge apart for balance here on your in-breath, chair pose. Stay for your exhale. Breathe in deeply, reach, and then exhale, tee out your arms at shoulder height. Balancing on your left foot now for eagle pose. Right leg over your left. Toes can tap to the floor there or hook your foot. Then hug your thighs, sit low, wrap your arms, left arm over, right arm under. And as you raise your elbows and settle your gaze to where your elbows cross, gently try and pull the elbows slightly apart. And if you're feeling steady on an exhale, forward fold, bringing the elbows down toward your knees. Got to really hollow the belly there around the spine. On an inhale, rise up, unravel, single leg mountain, hands stay low, right knee to chest. And then just stepping back into a warrior one, right heel grounds. Take a few moments to steady your posture. Then reach your arms forward, turn your palms to face out, cross the wrist, left hand over your right. Then actively press your palms and start to raise your arms, finding your comfortable range of motion. Take 3 full breaths. On your exhale, open out, warrior two. And try and anchor from the ground up here, feet pressing the floor away, but make space here just to soften out through your toes. From here, palms face up, lunge a little deeper. Keep breathing your steady breath. Take your half bind. Right hand behind your back to your inner left thigh or small of the back. And just utilizing this bind to encourage your right shoulder open. On your inhale, hold your bind, reverse your warrior, left arm reaches up and back. And then on an exhale, return to your warrior two, 2 arms out wide. Then make a fist with your left hand, take your fist to the lower left side of your back. And then hinge to your left, make your way into your version of side angle here, hooking the left elbow to your inner left knee or tap the left thigh. Reach your right arm up toward the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two, arms go wide. To transition, inhale, 2 straight legs, arms overhead. And then shorten your stride if you'd like here, bend the left elbow for cow-faced arms. Swim your left hand down your spine, either take full bind or right hand holds the top of your left elbow. Try and stretch the undercarriage of your left arm up, and on your exhale, coming into triangle pose. Extend out over your left leg. And then release your bind, reach your arms forward. I know this is strong. Take one last breath. And release, eyes down, hands down. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Take a full cycle of breath. Pause here if you need to do less, or take a flow. And we're all going to meet up in downward facing dog. Three slow, steady breath here. And just taking the knees to the floor, child's pose now when you're ready, knees wide or narrow. Any position with the arms there, it might be nice to wind the hands back by your feet, just let the shoulder blades widen, shoulder heads drop toward the mat. And hopefully you're feeling warm and open through your whole body, and particularly your shoulders now. And then we're just gently coming back up. Let your hips spill out to one side. Bring your legs around in front of you. And we'll set up for a simple twist. So bend just your left knee. Take your foot to the floor. Right leg extended. Back of the leg pressing down into the mat so the toes are flexed. Take your left fingertips behind you. Raise the right arm up toward the ceiling. Keep all that height. And then revolve to your left, either hug or hinge your right elbow around the left knee. Take 3 full breaths. Try and lift out of your low back each in-breath, and then revolving through the ribs and the chest, each out-breath. And then return to center. So as you go, pick up your left foot now and place it to the outside of your right leg. And then shuffle around, roll onto your right hip a little there. Then turn your left toes to face to 3 o'clock. Step the heel away a little further from your right leg. We're going to come into a modified side plank. So you're going to place the right hand behind you, palm flush with the floor. Stand into your left foot and raise your hips, balancing on the pinky toe side of your right foot. Left arm reaches up. So you're going to try and stabilise your right shoulder blade in, engage, and lift the right side waist. And just make a nice rainbow shape through your body, your obliques working here. Take one more breath. And release, lower, spiral back, and come to face the top of your mat. We'll switch, opposite side, twist, extend the left leg out straight, bend the right knee, foot to the floor, and try and sit here to the front of your sitting bones. Right fingertips behind you, breathing in, left arm extends up, and exhale and twist to your right now. Just mindfully extending up on your inhale so you make space between all the ribs before rotating. Head turns last. And then unravel, face forward, and we'll take our side plank variation here. So you're going to step the right foot, place it to the outside of your left leg, roll a little onto your left hip, turn the right toes to face 9 o'clock and step the right heel a little further away from your left leg. And that'll just give you a little bit more space as you lift. Left hand behind you to the floor, standing on your right foot, raise your hips. Balance on the pinky toe side of your left foot now. Left legs really straight. Reach your right arm up. And then take one more breath in. And release, come down. Bend both your knees now. Take your feet to the floor. And then step your hands behind you. So fingertips can point out to the side edges of your mat or forward top of the mat. You're going to push into the feet, lift the buttocks, and walk your hands back and arrive in a reverse tabletop position. And then just see that the knees land over your ankles, the shoulders are over your wrists. Give a light squeeze and lift to the buttocks and keep the gaze forward rather than tipping the head back here. Last little bit of effort, take a breath in. On your exhale, bend the elbows and lower your buttocks an inch from the floor. On your inhale, lift back up. And we'll do just 5 more. Lower and lift. Moving with your breath. Working our triceps here and the back body. Nice big open release across the front of your chest. And then we'll release all the way down onto our buttocks. Take a cross-legged forward fold, cross your right shin in front of your left now. On your inhale, stretch your arms overhead. And exhale, folding forward over your legs. So feel free to gently relax your spine, relax your arms, soften your breath. And then walking your hands back. Switch the cross of your legs now, refold over your legs. Lots of work for the shoulders in this class, strengthening, lengthening, and also stabilising those smaller muscles that support your joints. And then just gently unwinding here, I'm going to take the next 8 minutes or so to rest back in your version of rest, Shavasana, or sitting upright in your meditation seat. Grab any props or extra layers you might like. Make yourself comfortable. And then ask your body to be still and quiet now. Sense your heels bearing down into the floor. Your legs relaxing out from your hips. Feel the weight of your shoulders and your arms receding, resting back. Sense the warmth you might be able to feel in your shoulders, perhaps a tingle in the palms. And cultivating a feeling of calm, and absorb that feeling through your whole body. Take time to rest. And I'll be back to guide you back. And gently, gently drifting your awareness back. Breathe a deeper breath. When you're ready, wake and wriggle the toes, the fingers, perhaps take a big stretch out through your body. And then bending your knees, take your feet to the floor and rolling out to your right side. Take a moment to pause and then just softly dragging your way back up to sit. Thanks so much for joining me. I really hope you feel warm and open through your shoulders. From my part of the world to you, namaste.